And this it's pre-recorded, so we're not seeing it live this time. We won't get to talk to the players, but still should be quite a good game. Let's
Happened
go for it.
early today. There's so many
Okay.
Luffys around. We saw Luffy against Luffy, and then now we can see Luffy against Luffy again. We
It's
love it.
so much variety, and we need
Yeah.
to get to decide what each one of the Luffy decks is doing, right? How do we call each one of them? What order of letters? Okay, so we are seeing Sebi going first,
Can I
and
call
we.
it cool and boring Luffy?
Okay, which one is which?
Nah, that's not a question. How is that even a question?
I know it's not, but I want you to get right up and explain it.
Green purple Luffy for sure is the cooler Luffy.
What do you mean? Don't you like doing nothing and ramping?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
exactly Sebi's playstyle.
this is some really frenetic plays for the first turns. I guess both of them really know what they're doing. Um, we were seeing ramp from Sebi's side and searcher plus stage from her
Yeah,
voyages.
and Frankie is crazy now because usually if you play Frankie, it doesn't ramp. But yeah, because your opponent ramped, you get to ramp as well.
Yep, it's
And you get to use your stage.
it's Straw Hat Black Maria basically in the matchup.
And that, yeah, in that matchup for sure. Another 6. He counters.
That is a beautiful Usohachi as well. Very spenny. Like 120 euros right now, something along those lines.
Yeah, if you're placing second at Worlds, then you're fine doing that. But yeah,
Yeah.
now he's already on his Luffy Taro turn if he has it in hand, which is insane. Because you got to play Frankie.
Yeah, there we go. Luffy Taro into Zorojuro.
Not Sanji Pudding.
Ooh.
What was that?
Ooh,
That was
that's
that was not a sign of happiness.
no, no. That's the kind of sign I get when I play my third Sanji and still find no stage in Reiju. That's not not a good
Okay, but what
number
would that
of
search be?
indication.
Maybe that's just for Sanji Pudding. But I guess
Oh,
then he wouldn't think about what to pick up, but he would still be annoyed.
it might be Sanji Pudding
I
with
think that
two
there has to be
secrets.
no, it has to be no Sanji Pudding, I think. Otherwise the decision wouldn't be so hard. I mean, yeah, maybe Sanji Pudding and the Secret Luffy, and then you're not sure what to take. But I guess then you just take the Secret Luffy because Sanji Pudding is a card you are running more often.
Yeah, but it could be that you have all of your secret Luffys there, right? So you're basically choosing
Yeah.
whether to get secret Luffy at all or not.
He chose another Luffy Taro.
Huh. I mean,
Does he do leader here? I feel like you just don't do leader and then ramp with Frankie. I don't think that that's a horrible idea. I mean that Bonclay comes in at 8. But I think you're just fine going down to 1 life anyways.
mhm, yeah.
Worst case. Or you pitch 2 cards for the leader swing.
Yeah, one of the two you can just give two cards to. That should be fine.
Takes a Sanji.
Hmm.
But bottom decks the cards. Which is not ideal, I would say.
No, that basically means a break in hand, so we do need to keep some done up for Giant going forward.
But yeah,
This
Luffy
is a
Taro
lot
next
faster
turn. Yeah.
than our previous game. Like we're already on blue purple Luffy territory, Dawn wise.
Yeah, so
Her
far the
body has
turns
an
have
insane
been
one.
fairly straightforward. But he has another Luffy Taro in hand, so if he has 2 Luffy Taros sticking on board, that would be very strong.
Tsuruyuro gets a free swing as well. Your
I feel like
leader gets a free swing.
it's interesting that he doesn't attack the Frankie. I feel like that card does a lot. Maybe
Uh,
not now. Varvoya was on 7, went to 6, goes up to 7 again with the Frankie, so He is on 9 next turn. I guess so it doesn't really do that much.
Nope.
Maybe it's still worth more than the 2k.
Mm-hmm.
Because that allows him to go down a lot of Don.
Yeah, definitely.
And just get the Don for something like Giant and stuff. I mean, Luffy Taro into Sanji Pudding would be very strong right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think Nufitaro Sampo would put quite a bit of pressure, but you do know you are on dangerous territory already. Feel like you do want to pressure enough to get a giant.
Okay. Yeah, it still does not have it.
That is very unfortunate.
I mean, his board is still very threatening. It's just that Don management now is gonna be a lot more difficult. But luckily the Frankie survived. So if he were to do late leader now, he would still get one down back from the Frankie.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously would I like to have the Sanji Pudding here now.
That would make ton management very, very easy. We're on 10, right? So that means
It
we
takes it
can
to
do 6 3/8.
okay.
Ah,
He Gamma knives the Luffy, which is very strong, because now you get the Luffy from the board. Okay, and he leaders.
mhm.
And now the Frankie value. Being able to swing at the Luffy.
Oh, and this is rough. Yeah, let it go. Frank has done a lot of work now.
Guess he thinks about 6 or 7.
Hmm. He might be considering whether giant is needed. But I guess you gotta respect the
Nah,
possible next
I
Luffy.
think you're never gianting here. His like Don management is a bit fucked up if he giants here. Yeah, I think that was
Okay, that
the.
makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, he's protecting himself from the 9 mom on the active character.
Hmm. Or a gravity blade, right?
Yeah, and the gravity blade. But I feel like if you gravity blade here now, you lose. That does
You
not seem
kind of do.
like you get rid of the 2 Zoros, but
And yeah, and
there's
then
2
you die.
Luffy towers staring at you, and you have no board.
I mean, I guess still
6.
it's
Yeah.
fairly natural to go into the Frankie over the Sorojuro anyways, like when you swing with leader.
He swung at, I guess, one of the 6 guys, leader or Zorojiru.
Sorojuro, yeah, because we did get a 1k out of it. Mm.
Yeah, but that Frankie has been sort of.
Oh my god.
Please swing with it. Please swing with it.
Oh
Please
my god.
attach the Don. Oh, sad. I mean,
That
he was gonna die in that
that's
case, but it would have been funny if he swung with it now.
you need to done, right?
Yeah, you need to attach the Don, but I mean,
But not only
I,
one, you need two, don't you?
no, I think you need one. Pretty sure you need one.
Okay.
But I mean, you just for the meme potential, I would have swung.
Yeah.
I don't think you're winning this game, anyways. The 2 Luffy
Yeah.
Taro, and then yeah, protecting himself from like a trigger here with the
Chat
stage.
is with me, Rene. Chat is with me on the Franoske. Eh,
It
and
needs
that is
two
wrong.
done.
It's one. It's one done.
It is one, right?
Yeah. You need to have
Yeah.
a done on your field. I think the two done might be just two. I don't know. There's one that is two done. Yeah.
I'm smarter than Chad. Okay, that hurts though. Having to blind Sanji into Franosuke.
That's, yeah, very, very bad.
But I feel like every outcome wouldn't been great. Like even let's say there was a 9 cost Luffy, okay, yeah, maybe you get like one of the Zoros from the board. You're still kinda doomed.
I guess it's Big Mom, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's obviously the best one.
1K.
Just a lot.
Ah,
I feel like
okay.
he had two moms on hand, so I guess he was either he drew them now.
Maybe.
Oh.
I think like with a mom, you definitely just swing at the Frankie, put the Zoro Euro in life, and just
Yeah.
pray that you can survive somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm, that was a very bricked up hand, though. Yeah, I guess this demonstrates that it functions very nicely without Sanji Pudding. You just need to be
I mean that
drawing
Frankie was
multiple.
basically a Sanji pudding at this point. Got a lot of value. Ramping the one time it was played, ramping once with a swing, then ramping another time with a swing because Sebi didn't attack it. So that helped a lot.
Yeah, that definitely helped with the dome management an insane amount. Trying to work out what else Zoro Euro would have been useful in those spots. It's not as much because it didn't ramp you the first time, although you do get the active done, so there is that. Okay. Sebi's choosing this time round. Get a mulligan.
Crash card, you hit it here first. Yeah, Sanji pudding is not great. What is great is 9 cost Sanji into 4 cost pudding. That would have been funny if that happened.
I mean, it almost happened, right? It was into Franoske, so
Yeah.
if we weren't that far off.
It's so sad that he didn't swing.
Yeah, just for the clip potential. I think we're still gonna clip this probably. Okay, while we're waiting, how are we feeling about Sebi's list? Running full set of God Red? Hold on.
He's on 3 giant again. I'm
Yeah,
losing.
I yeah.
I feel like if you cut on giant, then I mean he runs only 2 Katakuris. I guess that's why he's not playing 4 giant.
But that has
But
a simple solution. You just run more categories and more giants.
probably, yeah, probably that's the solution.
It's on for Big Mom as well. And two Rush Luffy.
I'm not sure if I would run 2 rush Luffys, but yeah. The
I
the 8
don't.
drop Luffys, the Luffys, not the 9 cost. 9
Yeah,
cost
yeah,
is
no, the blue Bluffies.
yeah.
Then secret Bluffy rather than secret Bluffy, I guess. Yeah, the new guy. It's. I feel like there's not a lot of force that you get value of bouncing right now.
Yeah, and in Revoy's list, we see a lot of ramping tools like Chopper and Frankie. Because I guess like they're very good against Blue Pipe Luffy. Because even a Chopper, you just play it and then you ramp. But you have to be aware that your opponent might just stop swinging then if you play it too early.
Yeah.
But you could use it to play it. Like let's say you have 4 on, you play a Chopper, then ramp up to 7, like last game.
Mm-hmm. Well, that does make sense. It's it's quite interesting how this deck interact with big mana right now. We're on 7 for Sebi, aren't we? It's kind of a bit awkward how the blue purple deck very relies on hitting 8 early, and before that it's not that much. Oh no, okay, we're good.
Guess you are fine taking this too, yeah. Pudding would be pretty good actually. But not sure how you're gonna make use of pudding next turn. Like playing it for 4 down in this deck feels like it's a little bit slow.
You haven't set up an Ami to do a Sanji pudding play, so you're gonna have to blind it, I guess.
Yeah, blind this Sanji into pudding.
Yeah. Yeah, very obviously, Bone Clay dies a terrible death. We have a terrifying board up front. It might not be a bad turn for Rush Luffy now. The 8 costs.
I guess, yeah. That wouldn't be too bad. Just removing the Zoro. But I guess just 9 mom, that's the same. When you get
Yeah,
alive.
yeah. But you get to swing into Sampo, I guess.
Yeah.
All with 2 done up for possible giants is not ideal. Hmm.
He isn't gonna giant this turn, I think. Don't think he wants to
No,
go down and on. Takes Luffy Taro.
no, but you do have to protect. That protects as well.
The MVP. Chopper. Best card. Best
Hmm.
card in all of One Piece.
Ever.
Yeah.
Okay, we were on 8, not 7.
He wasn't 7 before playing the Chopper.
No, I
Which
meant
oh,
Sebi.
Sebi, yeah,
Sebi.
Sebi.
Yep. Ooh, sending down is not a good sign here. But I guess the board is very threatening. You are on 2 live though. We got chat on it. Thank you, Jin. You got ahead of me there. Nice. Oh, and Angelo. Everyone's right on the ball on chat, providing deck lists to each other. That's great. Thanks, guys.
Oh, he's cooked.
Okay. Ooh,
He's cooked.
that's
10 Don,
a
he
great
plays
plan.
Nami. That's a concede angle, if I've ever seen one. Yeah, Sebi
Yeah.
probably not happy with his deck today. Plays
No,
Sanji into Furnosuke, and then on Tendon he plays
pudding.
Nami into Pudding.
Yep. And now we need to survive.
I mean, the Pudding is technically like crazy because he had like I feel like 11 cards in hand or something, but not
Mhm.
establishing anybody is I think worse and better
Yeah.
for Edovoye.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case for sure. I mean, on the bright side, you get to not attack now, right? Um, which means no leader ability at least.
I think he has Luffy Taro in hand, so he just plays over the Chopper.
How do you know if he has it? He's just drawn.
Oh yeah.
The
There
hell are
was
you talking about?
there's this pudding that happened. Yeah. Nah, but he's gonna get rid of it anyways. Like there's no way he can't. It's just anything and like just one open the character and it's gone. If he didn't block. Like if he didn't
Yeah,
swing.
yeah, that definitely sets. I wonder how our bets on the channel are going now. Angelo's predicting Harvoji, and so is Jin.
Everyone
I'm
is.
not seeing a whole lot of twos.
Everyone was. Everyone predicted that way. There was no one rooting for Sebi.
Oh, he did swing.
Yeah, he did swing.
I do not like that.
Hmm. I feel like that's fine. There's no way that Chopper was on the board anyways. So if you don't swing, he plays over it. If you swing, he blocks. I think it's the same thing anyways.
Yeah, I get that, but like your main goal right now is survivability, right? So him playing over takes Dawn management in order to get the leader to 5.
I
You
mean,
just
it's
putting.
just Nami and another character. So just Nami and, I don't know, 6-drop Luffy and the Chopper's gone. But yeah, it makes it a bit easier for him now. Making GP look way too good. I think we're making blue purple look way too bad.
You were not doing great to that deck.
It won the first best of 3
That's true.
between Luffy's.
Mhm.
So we've seen 2 good Luffy's and Trike's deck. He just takes it. And
That's
you could
not
you could
a great sign.
just Usohachi and go all in. His opponent doesn't really have a threatening board. So if you do that, you probably survive.
Hmm.
Maybe he drew Usohachi off the pudding.
Another 7. There's definitely no 2Ks there. Yeah, it does feel like Sebi's gonna change up the ratios a bit. Um,
Okay, gear 2. So likely no 2k in hand. So maybe Erway just goes for Usohachi now. Okay. Would be funny. But he has Luffy. Did he search another Luffy tag or no? He
no,
didn't
he
search
searched
another.
for Rush Luffy.
Yeah, just the 6-drop Luffy, yeah, not the other one. How much Don does he have? 7? Yeah. Yeah, so he just plays that and chills.
Ooh.
Putting for game.
He didn't have two 1Ks.
Now the 3-cost chopper would be funny. Just resting this down from Cravoy and then trying to go for game with pudding.
I think, yeah. And that's kind of a fair chance at it too, right? Like those cards are just random cards; they have not been sculpted in any way, so that you could genuinely run away with the game doing that.
I mean, green
Uh,
purple Luffy is a brick fest, so it's not like unlikely that if you get rid of the Don, maybe you can squeeze in a win.
yeah, I mean that basically applies to every purple Luffy deck nowadays, right? And the fact that you get to run Giant makes your deck lists very greedy on the counter to non-counter ratio.
Yeah.
It's justified, but Judge is a card, and so is Blocker Chopper.
Maybe we should play Blocker Chopper and Ranger. Just reduce 2 down for no reason.
Just because we can.
Just because we can, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was the giant. I think Sebi just scoops now.
I don't believe there's many plays he
Yeah, he
can
has
make.
8. He has 8 done. Yeah, he just scoops.
Yep.
Sanji,
Oh my god.
Sanji, Mom, Giant, Luffy, Godfred, and Sanjuro. Yeah, okay, no, there was
That's
no. he had.
there's no surviving this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had 4 2Ks, so no Chopper and Pudding Leafy.
That's very unfortunate for Sebi. His deck list will probably get some tweaking. But it was an amazing showcase of Hervoye playing green purple.